Hello, what's up mga kamat learner? Isang magandang araw sa inyo. Today we are in our third discussion about fractions. At ngayon ay ituturo ko sa inyo paano mag-add or mag-subtract ng mga fractions. So I will be taking up similar fractions, dissimilar fractions, and mixed number. So before we will start our proper discussion, make sure to click that subscribe button at notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga discussion. Hello, what's up mga kamat learner? Isang magandang araw sa inyo. Ako pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na mga teacher, si Sir Ash. At welcome dito sa ating session sa ML with Sir Ash. And for today, we will be discussing paano ba i-add or i-subtract ang mga fractions. So I will be giving you 6 different topics with different difficulties and different scenarios kung paano ba i-add at ano ang mga rules na dapat i-consider sa pag-add or pag-subtract ng mga fractions. So let's start. Okay, example number 1 tayo mga kamat learner. We have 3/8 plus 2/8. Question is, paano ba natin i-add ang mga fractions na to? Actually, ang pag-a-add at pag-subtract ng mga fractions ay pareho lamang ng mga rules na susundin. However, the operation lang doon ang nagkakaiba. So, let's consider this example. Step 1. Kailangan tingnan muna natin kung similar fractions pa sila. When we see similar fractions, dapat yung denominator ay magkapareho. Yes, this is similar fractions. If that's the case, you go to step number 1. Step number 1. Ang gagawin mo is to copy the denominator. Then, after you copy the denominator, ang gagawin mo is step 2. Add the numerators. 3 plus 2, we have 5. Now, step number 3. Simplify if necessary. Now, 5/8 is already in lowest term. So therefore, this is already our answer. Napakadali lang. Okay, example number 2 mga kamat learner, subtraction naman. Still in the similar fraction. As we can see here, we have 6/10 minus 2/10. Paano ba mag-subtract ng fractions? Ganun pa rin mga kamat learner. As long as they are in similar fractions or similar denominators, what we will do is copy the denominator and subtract. Kasi minus na tayo ngayon. 6 minus 2. So we have 4/10. Ganun pa rin sa step 3 natin. Simplify if necessary. Now, as we can see here, 4/10 ay pwede pa i-simplify. Pwede pa natin kunan ng lowest term. So what is the common factor na pwede mong i-divide mula sa numerator at denominator? And that is 2. So we can divide both sides, numerator and denominator, by 2. So 4 divided by 2, that is 2. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. And this is now your final answer. Ganun lang kadali mga kamat. Okay, pangatlong example mga kamat learner. We have 2/3 plus 1/4. Ang tanong, Sir Ash, hindi na ito similar fractions. Paano na natin ito isosolve? Okay, now, what is the case o ano ba ang gagawin natin kapag hindi pareho ng denominators ang mga fractions? So, first is I will teach you 2 different methods. You can use the butterfly method or you can use the LCD method. Okay, now, using the butterfly method, ganito lang yun. What you will do is, you multiply the denominator, multiply, so 3 times 4, that is 12, at ilalagay mo dito sa denominator side mo. Okay? Next is to multiply the numerator and the denominator of the second fraction. Okay? So 2 times 4, that is 8. Then you will multiply the first denominator to the second numerator. So that is 3 times 1, and that is 3. Since we are talking about addition, so add lang tayo. And what we will do here is 8 plus 3, that is 11/12. Now, if you have the fraction, again, sa last part, ganun pa rin. Try to simplify. Since 11/12 ay wala ng number na pwede pa makasimplify sa kanila o makadivide both sides sa numerator at denominator, then you are already in your final answer. Ganun lang kadali. Okay naman mga kamat learner, example number 4 tayo. We have here the similar fraction at ang operation ay subtraction. Anong gagawin natin? Okay, kanina, itinuro ko sa inyo ang butterfly method. However, meron din siyang disadvantage na part. Bakit? If ever the butterfly method, ang result ng butterfly method, hindi yun siya ang LCM, I consider na huwag mong gamitin yun siya. Now, what do I say na hindi siya ang LCM or hindi siya ang LCD ng mga denominators? Ganito yun mga kamatler. As you can see, if we use here our butterfly method, we have here 48 and we have here cross multiply, that is 36 minus we have here 20. Tama? Then 48, 36 minus 20, that is 16. Then what is, syempre ang 16 pwede mo pang i-lowest term, so that will be giving, pwede mong kung hindi ka masyado magaling sa pagkuha ng GCF nito, pwede mong dahan-dahanin, okay? So pwede mong i-divide by 2, magiging 8 over 24. However, pwede mo pa rin i-lowest term, divide by 2 ka ulit, magiging 4 over 12. Kaya pa rin i-lowest term hanggang maging 2 over 6. At pwede mo pa rin i-lowest term hanggang sa 1/3. And that is your final answer. Ang daming operations tama. Okay, but if you use the 16 here as your GCF, na pwede mag-lowest term mula sa numerator at denominator, then you can do so. Okay? Now, so ngayon naman, what if kung second method ang gagamitin natin? Okay, so aside muna tayo dito. This is method number 1 using the butterfly method. Now, let's go to method number 2. Paano method number 2? Ang gagawin mo lang is to use the LCD. Ano ba ang LCD or LCM ng 4 at 12? So in this case, LCD tayo kasi denominator ang pinag-uusapan natin. Now, the LCD or the LCM of 4 and 12 is 12. Since 12 here is already the same sa ating second fraction, you can just copy that one. Now, what we are trying here is we are getting the equivalent fractions for this one such that silang dalawa na fraction will have similar denominators. Ganon ang rule dito. Okay. So, anong nangyari kay 4 but naging 12? Nag-multiply tayo ng 3. So, therefore, we will multiply this by 3 and that is 9. So, 9 minus 5, the answer is 4/12. However, ang 4/12 ay pwede pa natin i-simplify and the answer is 1/3. Okay, and they are just the same. Ganun lang mga kamat-learner. Alright! Okay mga kamat-learner, example number 5 naman tayo. What if fractions na or mixed numbers na ang iyong i-add? Paano ba i-add yun sila? Okay, so we have here 5 and 2/3 plus 2 and 3/4. So, madali lang ito mga kamat-learner. Siyempre, as sabi pa nga nila, apple plus apple is apple. Ruler plus ruler is still ruler. But if you say apple plus ruler, you cannot add them. So, ang technique dito is that you need to add kung ano yung mga fractions at you need to add kung ano yung mga whole numbers. Ganun lang kadali. So, we have here, we have our whole numbers, 5 and 2. We have our fractions, 2/3 and 3/4. So, syempre, 5 plus 2, that is 7. Ganun lang. Next, i-add mo ang fractions na to. The same lang sa technique kanina. Since these two fractions are not in the same denominator, they have different denominators, then you can convert the denominators by getting the equivalent fractions nila. So, 3 and 4. Ano bang equivalent fractions? So, ano bang LCD ng 3 at 4? So, we have 12. Tama? Because 3 can become 12, 4 can also become 12. Okay. Now, the question is, what happened to 4 but naging 12? Nag-multiply tayo ng 3. So, we also use that process dito sa numerator natin. So, we will also multiply it by 3. So, 3 times 3, that will be 9. Okay. Next, ano nangyari kay 3 but naging 12? Siyempre, nag-multiply tayo ng 4. So, we multiply our numerator here with 4. So, 2 times 4, and that is 8. So, now we have our the same fractions. Sorry, the same denominator. So, we just copy the denominator, 12. And then 8 plus 9, The answer is 17. Oops! However, our answer here is an improper fraction. So, anong gagawin natin? Hindi pwedeng ang mixed number mo ay isang whole number tapos yung fraction niya ay improper. Dapat proper fraction din siya. So, kailangan natin itong i-convert into a proper fraction. So, syempre, ilang 12 ba meron ng 17? So, magiging 1. Meron tayong isa. Tama? Isang 12 sa 17. However, merong remainder. Ilan ang remainder? That is 5. And you copy the denominator 12. Since we have already our whole number here na 7, i-add na lang natin yan sa ating bagong whole number which is 1. And this will become 8 and 5 over 12. And since 5 over 12 is already in the lowest term, that will be our final answer. Ganun lang mga kaibigan. Alright! Okay mga ka-math learner, nandito na tayo sa ating last part of our example. So, ito, magbibigay ako sa inyo ng dalawang klaseng pagsusol. Okay? Because this is, somehow, it can also be considered as a part of the solution. So, first example, first solution, ganun pa rin katulad kanina sa addition. So, we have here 7 over 6 over 9, 7 and 6 over 9, minus 2 and 2/3. We have our whole number, 7 and 2. We have 5. Alright. Now, can we add them? Hindi. Tama? So, as you can see, pwede ka rin gumamit dito ng simplification or yung lowest term. Okay? So, bakit mo gagamitin ang lowest term? Kung papansinin natin, itong 6 over 9, hindi naka-lowest term. Pwede mo i-consider yun. Pwede mo siyang i-lowest term bago mo i-minus doon sa 2/3 mo. Okay, so let's try. Now, since 2/3 is already in the lowest term, so we can use that one. So, dito naman sa first fraction natin, we have 6 over 9. What is the simplified, or what is the lowest term of 6 over 9? So, syempre, 6 and 9, ang common factor nila is 3. So, we divide both sides by 3. So, if you divide 6 by 3, we have 2. If you divide 9 by 3, we have 3. Now, as we can see here, pareho pala sila ng fraction. So, remember that this is already in similar fractions. So, we have here 3 and 2 minus 2 is 0. So, 0 over 3 is still equal to 0. So, therefore, wala na tayong natira na fraction. At ang final answer na lang natin is our whole number, that is 5. Ganun lang kadali mga ka-math learner. Now, question. Sir Ash, ano naman yung sinabi mo kanina na pangalawang method? Ganito yun. This one, itong mixed number mo at saka yung isang mixed number, pwede mo silang i-convert into improper fractions. Okay? So, by converting this into improper fractions, we have 7 times 9, that is 63. 63 plus 3, 63 plus 6, that is 69 over 9. Okay? Dito naman, we have 2 times 3, that is 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. 8 over 3. So, having this example, syempre, hindi mo pwedeng i-minus ang dalawang fraction na ito dahil hindi sila pareho ng denominator. So, you get the LCD. So, as we can see, 9 and 3, meron silang common multiple, which is 9. So, that is our LCD. Okay. So, hindi nagbago dito. So, copy mo lang ito. Now, dito naman, anong nangyari kay 3? Ba't naging 9? Syempre, nag-multiply tayo ng 3. So, if you multiply 3 here, you also multiply dito ng 3. So, 8 times 3, that is 24. Okay. So, now, 69 minus 24. So, copy lang muna natin ang denominator. 9 minus 4, that is 5. 6 minus 2, that is 4. Now, as you can see here, 45 over 9. 45 over 9, this is an improper fraction. And if this will be changed into a mixed number, however, 45 is divisible by 9. So, 45 divided by 9, the answer is 5. And they are just the same. Okay. So, ganun lang mga ka-math learner. I hope marami kayong natutunan sa ating discussion tungkol sa adding and subtracting fractions. So ngayon kayo naman ang aking i-challenge. I will be giving you this, try this, at try to solve them in your paper kung nakuha nyo ang mga sagot. Okay, ito yun. math learner. I hope marami kayong natutunan sa session natin for today. Kung meron mang mga confusion, do not forget to comment down below, and please kindly subscribe and share this video para sa ating iba't ibang mga estudyante, kahit high school, elementary, pwede sa fractions, because this is a foundational lesson, and most of our students pagdating sa high school, nakakalimutan nila kung ano yung natutunan nila sa elementary. So make sure talaga na kahit high school ka na, please kindly go back to this topic. Review yourself, okay? At mga teachers, I hope nakatulong ako sa inyo sa pagtuturo dito sa ating topic sa elementary math. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na mga teachers, si Sir Ash, at lagi niyong tatandaan, masarap matuto ng mathematics kapag marami tayong nagsasama-sama. Good day and always take care.